Hi, this is Ben Farrow. This is my screencast-o-matic on the EdTPA, the glossary, and the introduction section. Scrolling down, first we run into the table of contents. Basically, the table of contents just outlines what we're going to see in this book. It shows me I'm going to have 3 tasks when I'm spending the EdTPA: planning for instruction and assessment, instructing and engaging students in learning, assessing student learning. And it asks you the same 4 questions in each one of these tasks. So, what do I need to think about? What do I need to do? What do I need to write? And how will the evidence of my teaching practice be assessed? As I scroll down, we run to the purpose. So, what I gained from this section is the purpose of the EdTPA is to create the most successful teachers that they can. They will do this by enforcing practices that I have found other successful teachers to do. This includes subject knowledge, applying knowledge to a variety of students, the psychology of how students learn, and critically analyzing how students learn. Scrolling down even more, we come to the overview of the assessment. There are 3 subsections: planning for the instruction and assessment, instructing and engaging students in learning, and assessing student learning. Also, it tells us that we will need to plan 3 to 5 consecutive math lessons. I believe they have us do 3 to 5 consecutive math lessons so that it shows how our teaching will translate from day to day. So it basically shows the flow of how do you teach in a normal school week. These lessons should develop conceptual understanding, procedural fluency, mathematic reasoning, problem solving skills, and communication skills. So your students should be able to speak about what they learned. Also, I'm going to record my interactions with students while I'm teaching these lessons. So then we come down to the tasks and cycle of effective teaching. So there are 3 different sections. The first one's planning. So this is what your lesson's intended to do. Then the next section you go to is instruction. And this is how you enacted the lessons in your classroom, how you facilitated it to your students. And then the last one is assessment. And the assessment is the impact the lessons had on your students, how they learn. Then as you see, it's a circle. So after you do your assessment, you can use that to make changes to your planning to make a more successful lesson next time. We're going to need to submit artifacts and commentaries. So our artifacts are basically lesson plans, copies of instructions, and assessment materials. And our commentaries is a voiceover, just telling them why we did what we did, is basically our point of view, what our thought process was when we were planning each lesson. Then the structure of the handbook, as I discussed before, has those 4 main questions. Then scrolling down, just the last parts of the handbook, then right here it shows us our tasks overview. So task overviews, they go into further detail of what we need to do on each task, tells you what you need to submit, and then the evaluation rubrics. So it's clearly outlines what we need to do, what they're looking for, and how you'll be evaluated. So nothing's really up to question there. Thank you.